Lau Tak-wah, also known as Andy Lau, is easily one of the most successful Hong Kong actors of modern times. A superstar whose movie career started in 1982 with the drama film Once Upon a Rainbow, he's a well-loved actor, singer and producer, and he never stops working. In fact, from the time of creating this video, he's listed next to no less than 21 projects. Let's not waste any time, let's get into it. Welcome to Asian Film Fans, this is Spotlight on Andy Lau, his upcoming and rumoured movies. We're going in order of his filmography on Douban, and this comes first. The title is a rough translation, but Andy Lau is rumoured to be collaborating with Jackie Chan and director Ding Sheng, who did A Better Tomorrow 2018 and Jackie Chan's last Police Story movie in 2013, as well as directed Lau in the very popular and awesome 2015 film Saving Mr. Wu. The only thing we know about this film is that it's about a bodyguard escorting a businessman and his fiancée when all hell breaks loose in a shopping mall. Another rough translated title, this one is a co-production about a man who is sentenced to 80 hours of community service after injuring a police officer. Andy Lau plays the man who this man has to help, reuniting him with his autistic child. Ivana Wong also stars in this one, and sit down for this, but action and Cat 3 master Herman Yao is listed as co-director. Now this is more like it. This seems like a typical Andy Lau movie. The rumoured third movie in Wong Jing's popular Chasing the Dragon series returns with a story set in Chinatown in New York in 1963. Lau and Louis Koo will fight over top billing in this film, and will probably fight in the film as well, although they're both getting on in age a little bit. We covered this title in the Louis Koo video, and we have no update on it since then. So yes, this means another Lau and Koo collaboration, or Koo-laboration as we call it. This movie started planning back in 2017, so it's probably dead in the water now, with Oxity Pang originally set to be the director. Another movie we covered in the Louis Koo video, and yet again no more new information either, other than a name change from War Plague Angel to Angel of War. Still a terrible title, so we'll wait for its proper English name. Side note, this is a Hong Kong only movie, so no co-productions here. This movie has finished filming, and if a photo of Andy Lau in a medical mask and clothing are to be analysed, this is probably a movie about the pandemic. Herman Yao is the director, with Chinese actress Zishan Yang alongside Lau and Louis Koo. Okay, yes, we admit we are excited about this one, even though we know bugger all about it. Lau plays a security expert in this Oxity Pang action thriller about an A380 that gets hijacked with 800 passengers on board. Expect this movie to not be available on in-flight entertainment systems worldwide. This should have finished filming, and also stars Zifeng Zhang as Lau's blind daughter, who is some kind of undercover agent that he doesn't know about. This should be fun. The timing of this one probably couldn't be worse, but who are we to judge? Lau is also the co-writer of this comedy crime film with the hilarious Yu Ge, who's probably more famous for the Zhang Yimou drama film To Live, and he's also set to star. However, this movie started planning in 2008, but an update to its online listing says the countdown to shooting has begun. This is still probably vaporware. If it's not action movies, it's comedy movies that Lau excels at, and this one from Chinese comedy master Hao Ning, who did the hilarious Crazy Alien back in 2019, could fit the bill. However, the synopsis for this is a little too propagandary for us to comprehend. A man is forced into the countryside to turn red again and realise the simple life is better. Yeah, nah, we need more info on this one. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. Lau, Chow Yun-fat, Aaron Kwok, and Tony, the other Tony Leung, are set to star in this sequel to the popular police action series. Even the two directors of the previous films are rumoured to be on board. Yes, we say rumoured because this one has been listed for a few years now, with very little progress made on it so far, but we really hope this one gets made. We're now halfway through the list, with a title also known as The Return of the Monkey King. Lau is rumoured to be playing Sun Wukong himself, which is about the 7 saints within Chinese mythology. Elaine Zhong from Wild Grass is co-starring with Herman Yao as the writer. information on this one is a bit of a mess. It's rumoured to be a sequel to Johnny To's 2003 action thriller, first discussed back in 2016, but the information says this movie is set to be a fantasy film in the same vein as the Feng Sheng trilogy, also known as Catch the Demon or Celestial Master. So expect this information to be all wrong and us issuing an apology and an amendment sometime in the future. Sorry. If we told you that in 2023 another Shockwave movie, directed by Herman Yao and starring Andy Lau, would be directed, would you be surprised? Probably not. We believe Shockwave 2 was a big success, and personally, we thought it was better than the first one, with far more action and actual bomb explosions. Keep an eye out for this one. Rough translated title for this one, and we believe Andy's role will be a rather small one. Veteran actress Kara Y is also set to star, with director Johnny To also mentioned in the cast list. The biggest sci-fi movie China has ever created, and a 2019 box office success, is this sequel to Frank Guo's adaptation of the Lu Cixing short story. Wu Jing returns for this film as well, which makes no sense since we're pretty sure his character died in the last film, which is about how the young generation steps forward to save the Earth from impending doom. Honestly, the first movie was terrific, and the short story is also well worth a read. Now how's this for a list of names? Herman Yao and John Woo are listed as the directors, with Mark Chow, Nicholas Tse, Li Hongwang, and Ethan Ruan in the cast list alongside Lau. This has action blockbuster written all over it. This movie is set in the early days of World War II, where a general assembles a group of volunteers to create a fighter squadron of Chinese civilians to fight against the Japanese. Yet another translated title, and yet another Herman Yao and Andy Lau collaboration. This seems like a drama film about a man who worked hard for a career only to find the future is not as great as he once imagined, so he sets to change the present time. There's still a few years to get this one right. Definitely expecting a better title for this one, and yet again another Herman Yao directed film with Louis Koo and Nick Chung in the cast list. Impressive stuff so far. The movie is rumoured to be set from 1950 to 1985 in and around Kowloon City, so we assume that's the walled city, which seems to have a lot of movies being made about it lately. Someone must have built a cheap set recently, and everyone's jumping on board. Yeah, we covered this one in the Louis Koo video as well, but no new information is available for it yet. This seems to be about a hospital who needs to make a decision about a donated heart after a woman dies in a car accident. Does the heart go to a young girl or a gang leader? But then a power failure occurs and the heart is stolen. Gee, this sounds suspiciously like the plot of Fireflies to the Sun, which was a remake of American film John Q. Surprise, surprise, Herman Yao's directing, but you'll have to wait for 2025 for this one. These last two films have nothing to do with Herman Yao or Louis Koo. We're actually pretty sure this is an error on behalf of Douban, as this movie was released in 2020. This doesn't seem to be a sequel, so we're chalking this up as an error until further clarification. The last movie on this list has an interesting poster, with Soi Chung as director, the man behind the recently released awesome thriller Limbo. This sounds a little like Minority Report, but instead of pre-crime, this deals with a police officer who enters the memories of murderers to gather incriminating evidence, except he gets trapped inside a sadistic mind. If anyone could pull off a film like this, it will be Soi Chung, and a great movie to end this list on. This is our known list of upcoming and rumoured Andy Lau movies. Which one are you looking forward to and why? Leave us a comment below and watch out for our next Actor Spotlight video.